Hey y'all, Shay here. Welcome to this week's Whip and Chat. WIP stands for WIP, stands for Work in Progress. And what we're gonna do is we're just gonna go for about an hour and we're just gonna catch up. And I'm just gonna, diamond paint, so y'all grab whatever you wanna work on. Grab something to drink. I've got my little Starbucks tumbler. Sorry, I'm really zoomed in. And I'm out of breath. I actually had to carry a couple chairs upstairs for Lou. They're making a fort, so I'm a little out of breath. I thought I had caught my breath by now, but I'm still kind of out of breath. It is Wednesday for me / Thursday for y'all. And how is everybody? I always forget to ask at the beginning of the videos. Hope everybody's doing good. I'm hanging in there. We'll kind of catch up and I'll let you know what's been going on here for the last week, but y'all let me know down in the comments how you are and what y'all are working on. I actually just finished my last diamond painting yesterday, so I'm kind of in between projects right now. So I thought I would work on a couple of Father's Day cards because Father's Day is this Sunday for those of us in the US. I did finish this one yesterday, really cute. It's got the barbecue grill, the little, pot holder and hat. It says Happy Father's Day. It's got the tie. Yeah, I got these cards I think I got them from Craftably. Now this one is interesting. Not really sure. So of course, it folds like this. These of course are from China. And so I'm kind of gathering that from this image, but I can see a little girl, right? Hugging her father, it looks like. And this is him from behind, but I'm not sure if that's his hair, a hat. Y'all let me know what you think about this image. I thought it was interesting, but yep, got a couple Father's Day cards. I did do 2 Mother's Day cards for my mother-in-law, who's a diamond painter, and my mom. So I thought I would do the same for the dads. So I'm gonna finish these up. Hopefully today, this shouldn't take me very long. What's really cool about this set, the set of cards that I got, there was about 10 greeting cards in the pack, and I just kitted it up, and it's good for all the cards. All the numbers, they go with all the cards. So when I did my Mother's Day cards, I was able to use these. I just kept them and with the other cards and just pulled them out when it was time to do more. So yeah, I didn't have to kit anything up. I am using Harbor Freights. So if you're familiar with these, there's 24 in a kit in a box, and this is the 25th. And these are about $5.99 on their website, or $6.99. I think they upped the price. So I'll have everything linked down below. This is my little baby tray. This is from Bella Art de Nicole. This is one of their older trays. It's the small ones. I really like the color, and I thought it was good because I was doing a lot of these little cards in the car. So I would just kind of pop it in here and close the box up. And then I have my pen is from DiamondPenPal, and it does have the no roll stop. So it's got the flat edge on one side, and just thought it was a fun yellow pen. I do have micro glue dots in my brass tip, and I have nothing in my multi-placer. I don't think I'm gonna be multi-placing these cards because they're pretty small. All right, what else? I think that's all I'm working on and everything I'm using. So it's funny though, if you look at these drills, it's pretty bad. The only thing is you can see, look at all the pink that's in this green. So whoever sorted these out, and a lot of them are like that. You've got a lot of pinks in the greens and a lot of wrong colors. So, but yeah, other than that, these have been great. Looks like we got some big gold ones that will go, this is 17, yeah, it'll go in these spots. So yeah, let's get started. Let me peel it back. It's so satisfying to peel it back. It is about 2 o'clock here in the afternoon, and I slept in till about 10, which was nice. Sorry about my chair, y'all. I like to sit on my knees and it cracks and pops when I move. So yeah, I got to sleep in. I stayed up till about midnight last night. But it's summertime, the kids are out of school. Let me know down below if your kids are still in school. I'm curious. It seems like we got out kind of early, but we start back, early. So, but yeah, look, there's like there's a purple one in here. I love these little trays. They're so cute. And for little cards like this, it's just perfect. Like I said, I would do the Mother's Day cards when I was picking up Lou from school. I would sit there and just work on them. Whoa. The card popped up. So let's see, I took some notes. And they're kind of just scattered and all over the place. I just kind of sat down and thought about the week and just kind of jotted down some things that I could think of that happened. So forgive me if I'm kind of skipping around. Let's see, diamond painting news. Let's start with that. So I don't know if y'all saw, but I did a GemsFlow. The GemsFlow is that app that they have for iPhone and Android that you can track all your diamond paintings. I did a video for how to use the GemsFlow app about, I don't know, about 3 weeks or so ago, about a month ago. And it's doing really well. A lot of people are watching it, which is great. So I hope it's helping. And, you know, I put in a couple during that video, a couple of paintings, and I have to admit, y'all, that's all I had done since then. And I told everybody on the video, yeah, you know, when I end this video, I'm going to keep going. It's a big project to go through all your diamond paintings and to pull them all out, you know, get the pictures, get all the information you need. But y'all, I tackled it. So because I finished my diamond painting last night and I really didn't want to start on a new one yet, I thought now's the perfect time to do some housekeeping, and I'm going to go through all my diamond paintings because I really wanted to know how many I had in my stash because I had no idea. Yeah, I went through them all. I worked on it last night and then I finished it up today, and I have a tally. I have a grand total of how many I have. Now this is including all my Craftably ones, some that I did product reviews for, and so I didn't purchase all of them. You know, some of them sent to me for promotional, product review purposes, and you name it. So, but most of them I have purchased. I'm not gonna lie. I might do a stash video. Maybe, I don't know. Y'all let me know if you like stash videos. I don't really think I have a big stash, so I don't know if it'd be worth doing one, but I think it's kind of fun to see what people have and to see their tastes. You know, a lot of mine would be mermaids, but so with all my Craftably ones and with all my Diamond Art Clubs, with all my paintings, including my monthly dessert cups, because I didn't forget about those, I added those in. I am at a grand total. My grand total is 64 diamond paintings. So y'all let me know what you think. Is that more or less than your stash? I'm kind of curious. I know, the stash videos that I've seen on YouTube that some creators have done, they have like really big stashes. That's why they do stash videos. I'm real careful not to purchase too much because I had this fear of having too many and where am I going to put them? And, just, am I ever going to get them done? And, I just had that, I don't know. I just was overthinking it. And of course I don't like to spend a lot of money either. So I try to be careful with, my YouTube money and, the money that I earn here and try to just use that to purchase things. So for y'all. And so yeah, 64. I didn't think that was too bad. My guess was about 50. So I was a little off on my total. Hold on, I'm gonna pause y'all for just a second. Lou walked in. All right, I'm back. They needed her and her friends over, and they are building a fort. And they wanted me to put a blanket, a comforter over the top of the doors because they weren't tall enough to do it. And I tried and it just kept falling off. And so now they're trying to figure out how to do a fort. And now they're going to use a couple of the chairs from the kitchen that I brought up. Yeah. Whew. So what were you saying? I might have to go back and watch because I'm not sure where I ended off. Y'all, what were we talking about? I don't even remember. Diamond painting. Oh, my stash. Yeah. Okay. I got it. Y'all, I just put brand new glue dots in this pen and they're really sticky. I need to dirty it up on my t-shirt. That's what y'all can do. Just kind of get some fuzz on your shirt. Just kind of tap it a few times and kind of dirty it up so it won't be as sticky. Yes, so my stash. So it felt good to, have a record and a log of what I have. It actually was fun, looking up all my paintings and pulling everything out and kind of reorganizing them. And yeah, so now I have a really good idea of what I have. And so now, when I finish a painting, I'll be like, okay, so I want to do a round next. And you can do a filter of like all your rounds. I really have a lot of squares. Now I like both, but I know squares always take me a lot longer. So sometimes I prefer to do rounds because they're just a little bit easier. I know you don't get the same detail, but so yeah, I have quite a few squares. But I actually had some that I forgot about. So it's kind of, so if y'all haven't used that app and it's something you're interested in and you have any questions, I'll link my video down below. It's pretty easy to use. And I just have it on my iPad. It's not even on my phone. I just used my iPad. And some of the paintings, they're no longer on the website. So I just had to take a picture, of the sticker on the box, which was fine. But most of them I was able to use the website pictures. Yeah, so I feel good. I got that project done. That's something I'd been putting off for a while. So yeah, but at the same time, I was like afraid to know how many I had, because I thought, one, it's going to be too many, more than I think I have, and I'm going to be like kind of shocked, and I don't know how I'm going to feel about that. Or I'm going to have less than what I think, and I'm going to think I can buy more now. And that's kind of where I'm leaning towards. I'm like, oh, I only have 64. I'm not in the triple digits. I can buy more. So, but no, I really try to be careful. I try to be very careful with what I purchase. I'm just, I'm not a big spender, y'all. I'm just not. And I worry about, all those things and money. And so, yes, that is what I worked on today, last night and today. I did finish, like I said, my last diamond painting was Buc-ee, and it was a mermaid, and that was from Diamond Shop. Turned out great. It wasn't a very big one, so it took me just a couple of weeks to do. I really enjoyed it. There was no ABs. It was just kind of it was really pretty. So I was gonna do a post review on it, but last night, I finished it, and I love kitting up and kitting down. And I needed the Elizabeth Ward storage containers, because what I did do last night, I also kitted up my next painting that I'm gonna be doing. So for those of you that may not know, I'm gonna be co-hosting with Emeralds and Fairy Lights with Lindsay. We are gonna be doing a JBG along. This will be our second one to do, the Jasmine Beckett Griffith. So if you have any Jasmine Beckett Griffith paintings, we'd love for you to join us, but that's gonna be the entire month of July. So I've had my painting for a little while now, and I'm very excited about it. It's from Uniquely Yours Down Under, and it's the first time I've ever done a painting from them. And it's Sea Monarch, and it's got this beautiful mermaid with like butterflies coming out of her tail. So I kitted that up, and so fun. I enjoy like the process of looking to see what washi tape I'm going to use, what pen, what tray, all the things, just cover minders, and just so fun. So I playing around last night and just kind of, picking everything out, and then I did kit up. Now, while I was kitting up, Lou had her friend over. Now, for those of you that are new, Lou is my 9-year-old daughter. She is something else. And she saw me kitting up, and her best friend, it's one of her good friends that lives in the neighborhood. She was over last night, and they came in and they were like, what are you doing? I'm like, oh, I'm kitting up. And her friend's very, very, interested and curious about this whole thing, diamond painting, and what is it? And she's never done it before. And she asked Lou, she's like, can we do a diamond painting? And Lou's like, yeah. She's like, Mom, do you have any small ones we can do? I was like, yep. So I let them look at my stash, because I had everything pulled out, from doing the GemsFlow app, and they picked out a 30 by 30. And it's actually one that I got from the retreat that I went to in February. I think it was on the freebie table, or it was really cheap. I don't remember, but it's a small one. It's like a girl riding a bike, and that's the one they picked out, and they're gonna work on it together. So I helped them kit up. I got them all, set up with everything they needed, and they were up here with me for about an hour and a half. We had music playing, and they were kitting up. They were so cute, and they were standing the whole time. They were like, wow, we're really getting tired, but they were just working away. They had a system. They would take turns writing the number on the labels, and then the other person would, pour the drills in the containers. So I got them Harbor Freight, and yeah, so they were having a good time. So that kept them busy. And then when it was time to diamond paint, they laid on the floor, and they lasted for about 15 minutes. And they're like, okay, we're gonna come back later. I'm gonna finish it. So of course they left it all on the floor. So I just kind of cleaned it up and put it on my desk. But really fun. It was her, so funny. She knows a lot more about it than I think she does, Lou. Because, she's around it a lot. And I've been doing it for a couple of years now, about 2.5 years, I guess now. And so she really has picked up on a lot. And she was so cute. She said to her friend, she goes, I like this painting, but it's got a lot of funfetti. If y'all don't know what funfetti is, it's like, to me, it's the cake mix with like the little sprinkles in it. But I know she was trying to say confetti, because it was, a lot of color changes. But I just thought, shoot, that was so cute when she said funfetti. I was like, girl, I love you. But her best friend really wanted to keep going, but Lou loses interest. She's like, oh, let's go do Barbies. So they left, and they said they were gonna pick it up again today. That friend's back today, the one that they're doing the fort. But they came back in here, and I thought they were gonna work on it again, but they didn't. Again, it'll be something that will never get done, probably. That's what happens, they wanna do it, and they just don't come back and finish it. But that's okay. Whatever they wanna do. I enjoyed having them in my craft room, because I'm used to being in here by myself, so it was fun. Okay, so let's go back to last week, kind of where we left off. Again, I apologize, I'm kind of all over the place. Let's see. So last time we talked was last Wednesday. Last Wednesday night, after I filmed that video, Lou's best friend spent the night. We have had so many sleepovers, a lot of sleepovers over here, like all the time. And Lou prefers to be home rather than at anyone else's house. And I guess that's fine, but you know, you're feeding all these kids, you're having to, you know, keep them entertained and, you know, always have extra kids here. And so sometimes I'm just like, can you go sit, you know, go to their house? But it's been here this summer. We've had constant. She hasn't spent the night at anyone's house, I don't think, since the summer started. They've all been over here. We've probably had about 8 or 9 sleepovers, if I were to guess. So her best friend spent the night, Wednesday night, and Lou and I had gone to Target like a couple days before that. And we had bought a couple floats at Target for the pool. And one of the floats is like a lounge chair. And Lou told me the day that we bought it, she's like, I want to sleep in this tonight. I'm going to put it in my bed and I'm going to sleep on it. And I'm like, okay. And my husband saw it and he was like, what is she doing? I'm like, I don't know. I said she's not going to sleep in it all night. She just says she's going to, but she'll probably, you know, pull it out and sleep on the bed. No, y'all. She slept in that pool float all night. So the night her friend spent the night, her best friend has the exact same float. And she just lives one house down. So she went to her house, packed her stuff, and she brought her pool float. So they're like, we're gonna sleep in our pool floats. They did. They set up they slept in the guest room where it's got the bigger bed. And sure enough, they slept in their pool floats all night. I was dying laughing. They had it all set up. They had all the blankets pulled out. And Jasper slept with them. He was in the bottom of the float. There's like a little hole for your feet to go into the water. And Jasper was laying in that little section. And I think Margot was in there too. Now, Margot and Jasper, those are our 2 Boston Terriers. They're sweet little babies. So, speaking of Jasper, so we kind of missed Jasper's birthday. Yesterday, Lou says to me, Mom, what's today's date? I was like, 14th, I think. And she goes, oh my gosh, we missed Jasper's birthday. And I'm like, when was his birthday? Y'all, I'm so bad about remembering the dog's birthdays. I mean, I have 3 kids. That's, you know, just trying to keep track of them is enough. And my husband and my family, you know, mom and dad and everybody else and in-laws. I'm like, so I really don't worry about the dog's birthdays. I know that sounds so bad. And they're like my kids. So I'm like, when was his birthday? She's like, the 9th. I'm like, okay. It's no big deal. We can celebrate it today. She's like, okay. So she goes and tells my husband, you know, she goes and tells her dad, like, you know, we missed Jasper's birthday. And he's like, you should go to McDonald's and get the dogs a cheeseburger for his birthday. I was like, okay. So actually at first we took the dogs to Starbucks and they have something called a pup cup, and it's where they fill up a little cup with whipped cream and you can give it to your dogs and they're free. So we got the dogs a couple of pup cups and Jasper ate it in the car, and we tried to give Margot's hers, but he was like being a bully, and he's kind of overbearing and he was trying to eat hers. So we had to wait for her to get hers when we got home. So yesterday we went to McDonald's, got everybody some lunch, then we got the dog some cheeseburgers, brought it home, and I did take a video for my Patreons, so they'll see that. I post my videos on Friday. They get monthly vlogs, certain tiers. So yeah, that's hilarious. We put them at the kitchen table, like we let them sit at the table, and we had their cheeseburgers on plates. When we did take the bottom bun off because we didn't want it to be too much for them. So they just had like the top bun and then the meat and the cheese. And I made them plain because I didn't want, you know, ketchup and mustard everywhere. So yes, Jasper had a really good birthday. They scarfed down their cheeseburgers and we sang happy birthday to him. And while we were singing to him, both of the dogs are sitting at the table and everyone's surrounding them. The whole family was there and we're singing, and I have Jasper's face. He's just like looking at everybody and looking around like they're all singing to me. It was so cute. So after that, Lou's like, why don't we take Jasper to Hollywood Feed? And that is a pet store. It's kind of like a bougie pet store. And it's like, we only let the dogs go there like for their birthdays to pick out a toy. I was like, okay, so got Jasper all, you know, leashed up, got his collar on, took him in the truck and took him there. We pull up and I'm like, it doesn't look like it's open. And sure enough, we get Jasper out of the car and we walk up and they have a sign on the door saying they're closed due to the storm. So I guess they got some storm damage. I guess maybe when we were out of town, I think they got a lot of wind and rain. And so we just kind of walked down a few storefronts and we're like, well, she's like, where else can we go? I'm like, well, we can't really take him anywhere else. He's not a service dog and we can't take him into the grocery store. So I'm like, he likes car rides. He's probably happy with just that. She's like, all right. So we took him back home and yep, Margot was waiting for us. She was a little jealous. Margot gets really anxious and she pees easily and I didn't want her peeing in a store. So I was like, nah, let's just take Jasper. We don't need to bring both dogs and have all that chaos. Plus it's Jasper's birthday. And we were gonna bring back something for Margot, but yeah, they were closed. So that was a bummer. So we'll probably take him back. He loves balls. He's obsessed with balls. So probably just get him like a pack of tennis balls, maybe like off, like a can of them off of Amazon, and he'll be happy as a clam. So yeah, Jasper is now 4. I cannot believe it. He's 4. And then Margot's birthday is coming up and she's gonna be 6. So they're still young. Yep, still got a while with them. So yeah, so Jasper's birthday. So let's go back. Okay, so Wednesday night, they slept over and they had the pool floats. And then Thursday, her friend left, best friend left, and then a new friend comes over. They just swap, y'all. So a new friend comes over and I took them to Panda Express because they were hungry. So they got some Chinese food. And then after that, that's when I went to Buc-ee's. And I kind of did, I didn't tell anybody I was going. I just kind of snuck away and did my little shopping with Shay, which was really fun. Hope y'all enjoyed that. For those of you that may have noticed, and I didn't want you to think I was crazy or that it was YouTube's fault, but I don't know if you noticed, but the video was up, then it was down, then it was up, then it was down. So, okay, so here's what happened. I posted it, and after about an hour of it being posted, I walk into the living room and my husband's watching it. And I'm like, hey, that music sounds familiar. He goes, it's your video. I'm like, what are you doing watching my video? It was really weird, right? Seeing it on the TV. I'm like, what are you doing? He goes, oh, I'm just seeing your Buc-ee's trip. And I'm like, oh, okay. So he's watching it. And I go in the other room because I can't watch it. It's so weird. And I'm folding laundry in the bedroom. And he goes, honey. I'm like, yeah. He goes, come here. I want to tell you something. I'm like, yep. I walk in there. He goes, you shouldn't go into the bathrooms. I'm like, oh, yeah. So I had to cut that out. I'm like, okay, I'll pull it down right now. And y'all, I didn't show anything. It was just quick, here's what the bathrooms look like. They're clean, but there were people in there that washing their hands. I'm like, okay, I don't want to get in trouble for that. So it was a good suggestion. So I had to pull the video down and I made it private just during that time where I could try to figure out what I was doing with it. Cause I'm not used to doing that. And I guess some people couldn't, access it and they thought I was blocking them. And I got some messages and I'm like, oh my gosh, it was it was a mess, y'all, more than I thought it was going to be. So then I edited it and then I put it back up. But what I had done was I ended up putting the original video back up again instead of doing the revised one. I'm like, oh my gosh. So I had to pull it down again. and then I finally put the right one up. And so that's why, if you noticed, it was up and down a lot, if you noticed, but that's what happened. So, but I appreciate, him looking out for me. If y'all ever see anything in any of my videos, I appreciate, obviously, constructive criticism, is always good. But if you ever see anything that you're like, just let me know. Don't blast me in the comments. Maybe just send me a private message. I've had to do that a couple times for some creators that, I saw something misspelled, maybe in the title. And I just, I've had it done to me before where I misspelled something and, someone sent me a message going, hey, I'm like, oh my God, thank you so much. We all got to help each other out and we're all human and we all make mistakes. So yeah. All right. So did my Buc-ee's run. That was really fun. So I hope y'all enjoyed that. It was a very, very Texas themed shopping with Shay. It was a fun trip. So that was Thursday. Friday was great. Her best friend asked if, her mom asked if Lou would like to go to the water park and she was going to take them. And I was like, yes, because most of the moms in the neighborhood work and I don't. So I normally end up taking the kids and they end up being over here all day. And that's normally what happens, because the moms are working and the dads are working. And so, yeah, it was so nice to have somebody else offer, to take her somewhere. So it was glorious, y'all. It was quiet. There was no kids in the house. I diamond painted a long time on Friday, for hours. And that's why I think, because I posted some progress on my painting I was working on, the Bakushan, and people were like, wow, you're really, moving fast on this one. That's because I had that day to myself to just diamond paint. So I did that on Friday, which was really nice. Saturday, I got my early birthday present delivered. I didn't even tell y'all about the fact that we'd ordered it. I was just gonna tell you when it came in and tell you what it was like. So, I don't know if you're familiar with them, but they're called Peloton. And Peloton has bikes, treadmills, they have stationary bikes. And I love spin classes. When we had the gym membership, you know, a couple years ago before everything had happened in the world, you know, I used to go to the gym and do spin classes when the kids were at school. And I love them, and you sweat and you burn a lot of calories. It's just a good workout. So ever since these Peloton bikes came out, I've wanted one forever, for years, but they're, you know, they're a little pricey. And I thought, you know, I'll never get one, but you know, it's nice to, you know, maybe one day, who knows? But I thought, oh, and then I have friends that have them, and I was like super jealous going, oh, I really want one. Well, I think it was Mother's Day, I wanna say, we were out shopping, and there was a Peloton store near one of the other stores that we were at. And they had a sign out front saying they were having a sale. And my husband's like, do you just want to walk in there? And Lou was with us, and I'm like, yeah, I guess. I mean, yeah, we can go look at them. I've never really sat on one before, and because he knows I want one. And so we're talking to the sales guy, and he goes, it can be your birthday present. We can get it for you. I'm like, are you serious? I could not believe it. And this was on Mother's Day, and I was like, yee, it was just a great day, y'all. So we ordered it, and it got delivered Saturday, and it is so cool. I've only done one workout on it, so I need to use it more. That's gonna be the hard part, is, you know, using it. It's in our bedroom. It's against the windows. It's where it's where I used to do all my YouTube videos and where I used to film everything in the bedroom. So that spot was open since the craft room, you know, was created. And so I was got that open space, and I'm like, oh, a Peloton bike would be perfect here. So it's right next to the bed. So it's funny, I'll be laying in bed and I look over and it's just staring at me. I'm like, I know. So we got it Saturday, and I think my husband asked me, I don't know, those first couple of days, Saturday and Sunday, asked me about 5 different times. You gone on a ride yet? Have you used the bike yet? You used the bike yet? You used the bike yet? I'm like, no. I'm like, I will use it. I'm gonna start on Monday. I'm gonna start Monday, and that's when I'm gonna do it. So Monday, sure enough, I did it. I did a beginner's ride, and it was only 20 minutes, and I thought I was gonna die. It was so hard. I was sweating. Sweat was dripping down from like my temples, and y'all, it was just 20 minutes. Very, very cool. You've got instructors, people that are riding bikes and telling you what to do that are on the screen. So it's like being in a class, but you're at home. It's really, really cool. And most of the instructors that I've kind of just browsed and looked at have been like from the UK. They all seem to have accents, but they're all super cool. I guess they have a studio in the UK. But sometimes you'll catch them live, or sometimes, I mean, you can do them whatever you want. And it shows you how many people are in there and how you're doing on the leaderboard. So if you have a Peloton bike and you're interested in, we can follow each other. My name on my bike is Crafty Shay. So if you have a bike, let's join each other. One of my Patreons, she has one, and we're following each other on there. So maybe it'll like help us, you know, work out, because you've got, you know, some accountability with somebody else watching you and following you, and yeah, maybe a little competition here and there. So, but yeah, today's Wednesday, and I haven't been on it since Monday, and I was gonna do it every day. I hope it's not one of those things, y'all, where you get it, you know, a piece of exercise equipment, and it just sits in your house and it collects dust, and you just hang your clothes on it. You know, we had a treadmill back in the day, and that's what happened. It can't though. I can't let it. You know, I gotta use it. We even got special shoes that clip into the pedals so your feet stay in. Yeah, so it was an investment, but again, it was my birthday. My birthday's not till September. So yeah, that was definitely an early birthday present, but they had an awesome sale. And in addition to that, because we knew someone that had a bike, you know, like I said, one of my Patreons here, we got $100 off. And then she got a little something too. So yeah. So if you're thinking about getting one, definitely use my name, but don't use it yet, because you have to have a certain amount of rides to be able to use someone's referral, so you can show that they actually have a bike and they've been using it. Yeah, because we had another friend of ours, a couple that were really close to us, the family we went to Disney with. They have one. And so we gave them their name whenever they were asking us if we knew anyone so we could get a discount. We gave them their name, and they looked it up and they're like, oh, you can't use them for a discount. And we're like, why? They're like, don't they have a bike? And they're like, yeah, but they don't have enough rides. And my husband's like, they've had their bike for, I don't know, a year or two, I think. So he, of course, you know, after we left the store, we called and gave them a hard time. We're like, you need to use your bike. So I think you have to have like 12 rides or something before you can, you know, be used as a referral. Anyways, so I got a bike, y'all. So keep me accountable. Let me know, you know, hit me up, go, hey, have you ridden your bike? So hopefully next week's Whip and Chat, I'll be able to give you an update and tell you that I have been on the bike again. I guess, you know, like I said, I did the beginners class. They have an advanced beginners. So I'm just going to kind of take it easy and just kind of build up. But my knees were sore the next day. They're still sore. I'm like, oh, what have I done? And also the thing with the bike is I thought, you know, if I'm going to start something, I want to know that it's like something that I'm going to be doing, you know, for a while. What's kind of in the back of my head is, you know, I've got my surgery scheduled. And for those of you that are new that may not know, I'm having a hysterectomy on July 7th. So I'm going to be down for a little bit. I don't know, maybe like 6 weeks, I think you can't work out for. So I'm thinking I only have like, you know, a couple of weeks to use it, and then I'm not going to be able to use it again. So it's kind of got me a little discouraged, you know, from like even getting into it, because I feel like I'm not going to be able to stick with it. So that's kind of part of it. Anyways, yes. So yeah, the bike, y'all, the bike is really cool. So you have to go check out Peloton if you're interested in a stationary. I think they are called stationary bikes. I don't know. That sounds kind of old school. I don't know if they're called something else. I'm sure they are. I don't know what they're called now, but okay. And then Sunday I had my live, which was very, very fun. So if y'all were there, it was a blast. We had my friend Grace. She has a YouTube channel, I think it's Gracie's Diamond World. I forget exactly, but I'll have it linked down below. But she was a guest on my live, and it was very fun. She is from Australia, and she is a blast, y'all. She is a blast. So if you haven't caught that, go watch the replay. It was a lot of fun. Speaking of lives, I did want to tell y'all that this Sunday is Father's Day, as I mentioned, and I'm not going to be going live because we're going to be having my mom and dad come over, and my mother-in-law and her husband come over, and we're going to be doing a little barbecue and a little pool party out in the backyard. Gosh, so you know, I'm going to be spending the day with my family, so I won't be going live on Sunday. I will miss you guys, of course. I love doing my lives, but you know, family comes first, and I know y'all understand that. So yeah, but the live was fun. And what had happened was during my live, okay, so before my live, like earlier that morning, Lou and her best friend were over, and they're like, we want to bake a cake. And they've been going through a phase this summer, like the last few weeks, of wanting to bake. And they've just been using flour and sugar and like just, you know, making up their own recipes and making different cakes. Well, they told me they really wanted to go to the store and actually buy a real cake mix and try to make like a real cake, something they could actually eat, you know, that was good. Because some of them have been a little, you know, but they're just kind of winging it. But they're so cute in the kitchen. You know, they're 9 and 10, so they're getting there. And I definitely want to encourage that because I'm not great in the kitchen. So that's one thing, is I can't really help them. I'm no help at all, y'all. I'm just no help. So, you know, they just kind of figure it out for themselves, and I think it's really good for them. So they said they wanted to go to Walmart. I said, okay, we'll make a list because we need to stick to a list. I don't want to go in there and spend like $100 on cake stuff, because they were talking about, you know, decorating stuff and, you know, all fondant and you name it. So they made a list. And so I took them to Walmart and we loaded up on cake supplies. They decided it was going to be a blue cake, was going to be the color theme. And they got flowers, edible flowers, and all kinds of fun stuff. And they just got like a yellow cake mix. So before my live, I had about 30 minutes before I had to go live, and I was like, are y'all sure you got this? You know, I kind of was a little nervous. And so I turned on the oven for them, at least, because they didn't know how to do the oven. Turned on the oven for them, and I said, do y'all need anything else? And they were kind of in their own little world, and they were following the recipe, and they were doing great. That's how I left them. My live went on for, it was a little over an hour, about an hour and 15 minutes, I think. And Lou was knocking on the door towards the end of it, and I thought she needed help. So I come out, and they're like, close your eyes, close your eyes. And I'm like, what? What'd y'all do? And, you know, they wanted me to see the cake. And so they, you know, I closed my eyes, and also they surprised me with, they cleaned the kitchen. They cleaned up after themselves, because that's normally, you know, the bad part of them cooking here, and, you know, but that's just part of it, and that's okay. Messes don't, you know, as long as you clean it up. But they cleaned up the kitchen, and y'all, their cake was beautiful. It looked like a professionally decorated wedding cake. Absolutely beautiful. They had white fondant. They had these blue chocolate flowers they had made. We bought molds, and they melted the chocolate, and then they had these, like I said, these white edible flowers, and they bought this, we got this blue spray dust that they kind of sprayed along the cake. They even had letters, and the letters said, be happy, and they were blue letters. It was so pretty. I was shocked. It tasted good too, except for the fondant part. The cake mix in the center was really good, but I don't know about the fondant. It wasn't, I don't really know what fondant is, but it was like, it wasn't really like, it looked like frosting, but it wasn't. It didn't taste, but the inside part was great. So yeah, we took pictures and video. They wanted a video of me cutting it, but yeah, I'm so proud of them. And like I said, they had the kitchen cleaned up, and when I came down there, my husband was in the living room, and I said, did you help them at all? Or did you tell them to clean up? He's like, nope, I didn't do anything. And I was like, are you kidding me? I'm like, 'cause you know, I didn't do anything. I was upstairs. So yes, they were so proud of themselves. It was so cute. And then the funny thing is, when we were on our way to Walmart to go get the supplies for the cake, her best friend says to me, yeah, my mom doesn't let me bake at my house. I'm thinking, oh great, but you can do it at my house? And I'm like, why? And she's like, because she's afraid I'm gonna burn the house down. And that's all that kept playing in my head while they were downstairs by themselves, going, oh my gosh, am I not being smart about this? Am I just letting them just, what am I doing, you know? But I thought, they can't really do anything. They're just baking. Well, I think I know why her mom says she doesn't like baking in her house, because it does make a mess, y'all. Even though they cleaned up, there was still stuff on the floor, you know, there was stuff everywhere. Sugar and just, you name it, there was stuff everywhere. Sprinkles. And so I think that's why her mom doesn't allow her to bake, because she probably doesn't want to deal with the mess. So that's my thinking, because they're good bakers. I don't think they're going to burn the house down. So yeah, they did that Sunday. And then Sunday night, my husband was so sweet. So we got something, so my craft room, my husband put something up in my craft room that we had finally got. We had them ordered a long time ago. So when we first got the craft room, it does not have carpet. Okay. So there is an echo. And when I first got it, I didn't really have a whole lot on the walls. I didn't have a whole lot of furniture in here. And we were really concerned about filming videos and the echo. So he ordered some sound panels, and y'all, it looks like our studio now. I mean, I've got like sound panels on the walls. We still have some for the ceiling right above me that he hasn't put up yet. But I don't know if y'all can tell a difference from this one from my last videos. But yeah, we have like sound treatments on the walls, and they're really pretty. He got ones that look, you know, they're decorative. They're not just plain, you know, white panels. The ones on the ceiling are just plain white. But these are, they're white, but then on top of the white, there's like a wood, and it matches some of the furniture in the room. And so it's like a birch color. It kind of matches my desk. And it's kind of got like a geometric, you know, shape to it. And so, yeah, he hung those for me, and that took us a while. I helped him because I had to, you know, hand him levels and tools and all the things. So we were up here for quite a while, a few hours, late Sunday night, hanging those up. He promised me that he would do them over the weekend, so he did. So those are up. And so my craft room's coming together. We also moved a desk up here. So I have this desk that I'm using right now that I used to diamond paint and to film, but we were gonna put another desk in the corner for like editing, and for me to put like my pens on, and, you know, my gifts from people, and just a fun little, you know, desk to have in here to, you know, display things, and to have a computer over there for editing. So we put that up here. So the desk is here. So the craft room's coming along. Yeah, it looks a lot different. I'll have to do a part 2. I know I did a craft room tour a while back, but I might do like a part 2 and kind of show you all the sound treatments and the desk and kind of what I've done. I've, you know, like I said, I've edited a few, you know, added a few things. So yeah, did that Sunday. And let's see what else, y'all. I'm gonna take a little sip of water. All right. So other things that are going to be going on this week. Let's see, today's Wednesday. I was supposed to have my pre-op appointment for my surgery at the hospital today, but they, it's like for clearance, to make sure you can have surgery. But they called me Monday and asked me if I could reschedule. They apologized. They're like, something's come up. Could you reschedule? I was like, sure. I ain't got nothing going on. I'm like, yep. She's like, what day and time's good? I'm like, any? I'm good. I'm pretty open. So we rescheduled it for Thursday. So the day that y'all are watching this, I'll be doing that. I don't know what that entails. They did tell me that I don't have to fast for it. So I don't know if they're going to be drawing blood. And if y'all know me, you know me, I don't do well with that. I don't like giving blood. So I'm trying not to think about it too much because I'm not even sure if it's something I have to do. I'm sure they're just going to, check me out and make sure I'm okay, to have surgery. And I'm healthy, so I don't anticipate, any issues. I just have to do what they asked me to do. So that's tomorrow. And then now I was supposed to have it on Wednesday, and knowing that, Randy and I had talked about, getting together this week to diamond paint and to hang out. And I told her, I've got my pre-op appointment at the hospital on Wednesday, and we're like, why don't we do it Thursday? But then when they called me and told me they needed to reschedule, and I picked Thursday, I then told Randy, I'm like, can we do Friday? And she's like, sure. So now we're gonna get together on Friday, and I cannot wait. I'm gonna get up, grab some coffee, and head over there. And I gotta decide what I'm gonna bring as far as paintings are concerned. I don't know. I've kitted up my JVG, but I don't feel like I can start it yet until the event starts. But we did say no new start is what we've been planning on. So I could technically start it if I want to, but I might just bring something small. So anyways, I'm gonna go over there around 10:30, hang out over there, and then we'll grab some lunch. And we normally get like Chipotle and then like bring it back. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I haven't seen her, well, the last time I saw her was for her birthday. And we didn't have a chance that was just dinner. We didn't have a chance to hang out and diamond paint. And then the week before that, I think we were in Hawaii. So yeah, we actually haven't diamond painted in a while and did our little sesh. We haven't done it. And I love them. I look forward to them. We kind of swap off. We'll go my house, then we'll do her house. And then, yeah. So that'll be Friday. Father's Day. I'm kind of stressing out about it a little bit. Here I am doing diamond painting cards, but do I have gifts yet? No. I've got to buy for my husband. I've got to buy for my dad. And I've got to buy for my father-in-law. And y'all, it is Wednesday for me. And they're all coming over on Sunday. So obviously I think it's too late to try to order anything online. So I've been trying to rack my brain on gifts I can give everybody. Now, when I was going through my diamond painting stash, I did find, so my dad likes to diamond paint. I did find one of my craftable paintings that I'm gonna give him. It's a smaller one, and I think he'll really enjoy it. It's crabby. It's like a little crab, and it's got the waves coming up. It's a smaller one, and I thought it'd be something fun for him to do. I don't know if he has any right now to do, so I'm gonna give him that, but I need to buy some things. I was thinking about going to, and I might do it today, we'll see, or tomorrow, maybe before or after my doctor's appointment at the hospital, but I might go to Shields, and I think I've taken y'all there before, but I think I did a shopping with Shay there, if I remember right. But it's it's huge. It's like a huge outdoor store. They sell everything from clothes to boats to barbecue grills to, you name it. And I was thinking maybe I can get my husband like a shirt from there. I don't know, y'all. So, and maybe grab something for my dad. I mean, my father-in-law likes to cook, and I'm like, maybe I can get some seasoning, some barbecue. I don't know. I'm really reaching. My husband loves C's candy, and I normally, for Christmas or his birthday or, for Father's Day, I'll go get his favorite candy from C's, but that's at the mall, and I really don't like the mall. I'm like, ugh. And so I might go to the mall. I don't know, but I've got to make a decision. I've got to get on it. I'm kind of late this year, y'all. I guess, we were in Hawaii. I'm going to use that as my excuse. We were on vacation, and then I knew it was coming up in June, but I'm like, oh, I got plenty of time. And the next thing you know, it's the week of, and I'm like, oh crap. So y'all, if you haven't shopped for Father's Day, do it, because we're running out of time. And y'all let me know if you have any Father's Day plans. I know some of you outside the US don't celebrate Father's Day this month. Grace had told me when y'all celebrate it, but I forget. September maybe? But yeah, make sure, call your dads. You know, my real dad lives in California, and I did get him a card. Lou and I went to Hallmark yesterday, and I got him a card, and we all signed it, and I got that in the mail yesterday, so I really hope it gets there in time. So he lives in California, so he'll get that card hopefully by Saturday. So I got him, but yeah, I need to get some gifts. It's so hard, and I am not a great gift giver. I overthink it. I can't make a decision. My husband's really good at gift giving, really good. And he got me some awesome Mother's Day gifts. I'm like, oh, I'm not gonna be able to compete with that. No, I'm just not good. So, but I'll come up with something. It always works itself out somehow, some way. I'll get it done. I've got a few days left, so. What else? I'm seeing what other notes I have. Oh, someone had asked, I don't remember in what video, but in the comments, someone had asked to see Oreo. Oreo's our little bunny. Well, not little, he's big. He's a big bunny. They said they haven't seen him in a while. And I was like, you know, I can't hold him. He doesn't really let us hold him. Here lately, we've really been trying to work with him and get him socialized and get him to like us. So what we've been doing is every day I give him a little bowl of spinach and like some blueberries or half a banana. And I would always take it up there and just put his bowl in the cage. And that, you know, we let him hop around every day and be free and lose room. But that's about it. He wants really nothing to do with us. We'll walk in there and we'll lay on the floor and he'll come and smell us, but then he hops away as soon as we move. So it's really hard to hold him. So I can't really show you him unless I go in there and like take a video or a picture, but he's good. We've been, instead of just putting the food in his cage like that, my husband was reading online that we need to like get him used to us and trust us. So we've been holding the banana and actually holding it out, and he's been eating the banana from our hands. So that's been good. You know, I don't know if he's just shy or we've never done anything to him. I mean, there's nothing that's ever happened. And other than us taking him to the vet, you know, when we first got him a few times for different things, he had the ear mites, then he got fixed. But, you know, that was things we just had to do. But, you know, no one's ever been mean to him, or I don't know. He just seems like he doesn't want to be messed with. Yeah. So, ooh, look at these big gold balls, y'all. Gold balls, y'all. They're kind of cool. I'm picking them up with my tweezers. I guess I could just hold them. They're pretty big. I like big balls, and I'm getting a lie. Let me see. Scooch. Try to see if I can get that on there. I gotta get it right on the circle. Okay. Yeah, this card's interesting. I'm almost done. Well, I'm getting there. I kind of went back and forth on whether or not to use this card or not, but it's funny because I don't really get it. I get it, but I don't. Yeah. But after, you know, we lived in China for 3 years, I get it, but I don't. You know what I mean? Yeah. Things get lost in translation a little bit. So that's why I kind of got a kick out of this, because it reminds me of a lot of the things we'd see when we lived over there. We called it the Chinglish, the English, the Chinese English. Yeah. All right. Let me see if there's anything else I wanted to talk to y'all about. I feel like there is. I always have that feeling of like, what always happens is I'll end the video and then I'll be editing it and I'm like, oh, I forgot to talk about this. Oh, I know, Oreo. So we talked about Oreo. Daisy, the little hammy ham, or little hamster. Oreo. Daisy is hilarious. We call her Crazy Daisy. Now, Lou has had a fear of holding her ever since we got her. And we started finally using gloves. And so because she was afraid she was gonna because she did get bit when we first got her. So she was very afraid. And that pretty much did her in. So she would use gloves. Well, now the gloves have come off and she's now holding her. It's been baby steps. We've really been working with her every day. We have a big Tupperware tote, like a really big tote, and it's got some bedding in it. And we have playtime with her every day. Well, we'll get her out of her cage and we'll set her in this little, and we set it on the bed and we just play with her, and she is so funny. Sometimes she bites, but you know, she's made me bleed twice since we've had her. Just, you know, she's bit down a little too hard, but normally her bites don't hurt. You know, just feel a little bit of teeth because she's little. She's a little dwarf hamster, but she is actually really, really fun. We're enjoying her more than Oreo, and I didn't think that was going to be the case. I thought the bunny would be more interactive than the hamster, but the hamster is hilarious. Lou wants to play. She goes, let's go play with Daisy. I'm like, okay. And so Lou loves for me to hold her, and Lou loves to watch her climb on my arm. And the other day I let her climb all the way up my neck to like the top of my neck, and it was tickling because you can feel her little paw, her little claws, but she's really sweet. Like I said, she just gets bitey, and you don't know when she's gonna bite you. Sometimes she's in a good mood, and sometimes she's not. You don't know. So I'm like, you know what? It's not the end of the world if she bites. I just, like I said, she's made me bleed twice, and those hurt. We've had her for, y'all, I don't even know how long. Y'all probably know. I'm not even sure how long we've had Daisy. Lou and I were trying to figure out, we were talking about Jasper's birthday yesterday, and she was like, Mom, when's Oreo's birthday? I'm like, I don't know. We got him when he was like 3 or 4 months old is what they told us. We got him from friends, and we got him in February, I believe. So we made his birthday in November is what we're gonna say, and she made up like November 2nd or something like that. So we made up his birthday. But we've had Oreo, we've had the bunny for a while, but we had the hamster even longer. I think she got him for Christmas, if I remember right. So yeah. I'd just be sad, if something ever happens to either one of those pets. I have this fear of walking up because they're both in her room, waking up or going in there and just finding them. Ugh, I don't want that. But I know it's inevitable. It's going to happen. That's the part of having pets. We all know that. It's, the sad part, you just get so attached. And, it's going to be hard, but not today. Not at least today. Today's been good. Everybody's healthy. The dogs are doing good. Like I said, Jasper had his birthday, so he's living his best life. Yeah, so I think that's it. All that I can think of. So y'all let me know, if there's anything I can do for you, anything you want to see from me, let me know how you're doing. And also, I don't ask for comments all the time, but sometimes I do like to see y'all's emojis or your comments. So if you made it this far, let's see, leave me sometime I'm doing like a Father's Day card. Leave me like an emoji that signifies like dads, right? Like a hat or a tie or a man or a lady, whatever, something that maybe signifies Father's Day, since that's kind of the topic we were on, and that's what I've been working on today. Thank y'all so much for being here and for hanging out with me this long. I really do appreciate. These are my absolute favorite videos to ever record. Unboxings are probably like my least favorite because I don't think I'm really good at them, but whip and chats seem to come more naturally to me. And so I really enjoy doing them, and I enjoy hanging out with y'all. And I always feel better after I, get it all out and I get someone to talk to, and, we get to catch up. And then after I post it, I look forward to hearing your comments and seeing how y'all are doing. So yeah, I really, really do appreciate y'all being here and hanging out with me and, spending your time with me. If you have not subscribed, it is free. So it just lets me know that you like what I'm doing here. So go ahead and click that subscribe button if you haven't already. And then next to that is a little bell, and that bell will notify you whenever I post up any new videos. Almost done with this card. But y'all, if you enjoyed this, give me a thumbs up. They do help. They help all the algorithms and all that YouTube stuff. Yes, so give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, or a thumbs down. It lets me know either way how I'm doing. And I think that's going to be it. I was going to try to finish this with y'all, but I don't want to keep you here just to keep you here. So I'm sure you got other things to do. Plus, y'all, I need to go get a freaking Father's Day card. A gift. I need to get on it. I need to stop putting it off because it's just stressing me out. I need to get on it. What time is it now? It's about 3 o'clock. So stores are still open. It's freaking hot out though, y'all. That's another thing I was going to talk to y'all about, the weather. Y'all let me know how the weather is where you are. It is ridiculous here in Texas. We've been under like extreme and excessive like heat warnings because it's been, triple digits. So for those of you, that are in the heat, please be careful. My thoughts are with you. It's dangerous right now. So please, stay hydrated and don't put your pets in the car, all those things. So yeah. And if you see anything like that, report it, so we just got to keep everybody safe right now, and especially the elderly and kids, all those things. So, all right, y'all, I think I only have 6, 15, and 9, 10. So I'm almost done. So let me show you how far I got. Yeah, it's really, really pretty. I like it. All right, I'm gonna let y'all go for real this time. I love you guys. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one, okay? All right, bye guys.